Okay, what's up guys? Justin here with Texas Ally. Have one final market update for 2022. What a year. Holy crap. We've had the crazy ups, like the highest highs that we were seeing in the beginning of the first half of the year. And then interest rates started taking over and just wiped out all the gains that we saw through 2022 and maybe some of 2021 as it's indicating right now, because interest rates are, not interest rates, but sales prices, at least in the Austin area, are still slowly inching downward. And just like normal, I am going to jump into, and I'm going to make this one a little quicker, jump into our graphs and talk about some of the takeaways from what we're seeing. Okay, so average sales price, if you guys are familiar with this one, red is average sales price, blue is average change in sales price from list price to close price. As you can see with the blue, we are starting to stabilize, at least from the list price to close price change. Average sales price is still marching downward. Now, there is this seasonal change that you'll see that's replicated from last year, and hopefully this will be the bottom, and even as interest rates are showing up, I think we're going to see an adjustment here. Hopefully this will stay flat-ish. However, now this is a newish graph. I think I've shown this once before. This particular graph indicates that we are not seeing a stabilization in prices yet. Inventory is still sitting longer and longer on market. So the orange is cumulative days on market. Green is the number of listings that closed in that particular month. Now, mind you, December, we still have a few more days left, and so we might see a bump up, and I know people like to close at the end of the month, so we might see this jump to 750 or more, but it's still trending downwards. So both of these not being level indicates that we're going to probably continue to see a change in prices. Hopefully we'll see a seasonal adjustment. Hopefully this is overrepresenting seasonal adjustment and not just market collapse. Now, let's jump into some of this news. This is related to the raising of interest rates. Powell is indicating that obviously he's trying to get our inflation down to 2%, and using his metrics, we did reduce in December, and hopefully we continue on that trend. And if what he's telling us is truthful, we should see him lay off the raising of interest rates in the near future. I'm hoping in the next few months. If that happens, that might be the bottom, and we might see an adjustment. And like that should be a pretty good indication of us changing back to growth, not growth mode, but at least stabilizing. We're not going to be retracing and going negative anymore, though economic impact is felt well after the Fed changing interest rates. So it was, mind you, we started raising interest rates almost a year ago, and we're just beginning to really start feeling the effects now. For some reference. Now, so so for them to control the economy, they got to contract the economy. M2 money, they're literally, what they're targeting right now is they're trying to slow down and reduce M2 money supply, which in all intents and purposes is slowing the economy down. Now, I'm not going to get into it right now. That's just a quick, let's say that's the gist of it. So let's jump into takeaways. I don't think we've seen a bottom. We're still in flux. Average sales price is continuing to go down, and I think I think that'll continue until he stops raising interest rates. I mean, that's what it boils down to. But I think the one place that's going to bounce back from these interest rates the fastest is going to be Texas, by a long shot. We're still adding jobs. Even as we move into this recession, we're still the fastest growing state in the country. We're adding the most jobs. We're leading the nation in job growth. I mean, people are scared, and rightfully so. But there's no other state to be in except for, here. And I think there's distant seconds and thirds in Tennessee and Florida, but not to the levels of Texas. So if you guys are trying to move somewhere, this might be a good spot. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, so that's all I got right now. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.